Hello everyone, Paul Benedict here with the Benedict Group at Keller Williams Realty Las Vegas. It's Tuesday, October 12th. I'm here to give you your monthly market update for Las Vegas real estate. Let's dive in and find out what's going on in the wild world of real estate here in our wonderful city of Las Vegas. Normally I like to start this discussion with the median price of a detached house. However, I want to talk about inventory today. For the past few months, you've heard me talk about a looming plateau. Contrary to popular belief, we're not going to crash. I'm going to proclaim that again. We're not going to crash. We're going to plateau in prices. And some evidence here supports that. We have 4,402 listings for sale as of this morning. That's just 3 more properties for sale than we had listed last month. So a little bit of evidence for a plateau here. We haven't gone up a lot in inventory. I'd like to see us have triple the amount of houses we have for sale now. But being stable is also a very good thing. How many houses closed last month in Las Vegas? 3,956. That's a few houses short of what we closed last month. However, there's a seasonality cycle to take into consideration as well. So typically speaking, as the summer ends and kids go back to school, families tend to focus more on family things and holidays and less on the crazy world of real estate. So a slight decline is to be expected in terms of sales volume when the fall months come. However, 3976 to 3956 is evidence that we might be plateauing there as well in terms of sales volume. So adding into that mix, 5,104 properties that are actually under contract with a buyer, just not having closed escrow yet. That's how many properties are in play currently in Vegas. Absorption, if we take into consideration the number of houses that sold and divide that into how many we have available currently, we've got a 1.1 month of available inventory. And that's the exact same in September as it was in August. So more evidence of a potential plateau coming. So some stability here in our absorption rate. Sales price. This is my favorite metric to look at. We did increase again from August to September. Now I'm looking at just detached single-family homes only here, single-family residential. In August, the median price of that product segment was $406,000. At the end of September, $410,000. I'd like to tell you how I arrive at that number. So I use our MLS, our multiple listing service, and I look at the greater Las Vegas area, which includes the unincorporated area of Clark County, the city of Las Vegas, the city of North Las Vegas, and the city of Henderson. I'm excluding any outlying areas like Pahrump and Moapa Valley, or any other towns that are outside of the greater Las Vegas area. I'd also like to mention here that is eclipsing what the median income can afford, which is a little bit disconcerting. So the median income in Vegas is about $55,000 to $60,000, and that income, it's very challenging to afford a $410,000 house, typically, unless there's a very large down payment. So it's slightly concerning, but it's good for homeowners, it's good for appreciation, it's good for our economy. How many sales went to cash buyers last month? 29%. Now that's down a little bit from the month prior, 30%. So typically speaking, when prices go up, a lot of investors tend to settle down. But we're going to probably hover around that 20 to 25 percentile range, as you see over here. From 2016 to 2018, we kind of hovered between 20 and 23% of all sales going to cash buyers. All right, I'd like to talk about houses over $1 million now. Our luxury market is vibrant here in Vegas. So I talked about this slide last month. There will be a few more pieces of data to discuss this month as well. I think it's very interesting that we've had almost 1,100 houses sell this year that are over $1 million. And that's significantly more than last year during COVID. And each year prior, fewer and fewer houses. Now, of course, general appreciation does have a part to play in this. However, international buyers and non-local buyers who are coming from very expensive markets like California, Chicago, New York, the international locations like the Asian markets and some of the Western European markets that are very expensive, they view Las Vegas luxury as a deal because $1 million here will buy a beautiful mansion, large house in a great area, lots of modern upgrades, and that's not the case in these other cities I'm mentioning. So our luxury market is viewed as a deal. You can get a lot of luxury for less money here in Vegas. Continuing on with our luxury discussion, I'd like to show that 119 properties closed last month that were over $1 million, and they carried a price per foot of $356 a foot. Compare that $356 a foot with the average Las Vegas resale price per foot of $218, and they carried a median sales price of $2.75 million and a $1.8 million average price. And all of our luxury properties that sold last month stayed on the market for about 16 days. All right, let's look at condos for a second here. Condos and townhouses in Vegas carry a median price of $230. That's up 18% from last year. I didn't mention before that the median price of a detached house is up 21% from 12 months ago. If you take all of the residential resale houses in Vegas and we look at the median price of that together, it's $380,000, and that's up 21%. The National Association of Realtors is reporting that the median home price in the nation is $357,000. That's down from July and down from June. So Las Vegas is not decreasing, but the national median home price is. It's important to note that the days on market of 8 held steady from last month. So this is from the time a property is listed for sale to the time that it goes under contract, 8 days. And this is also really fun to look at. 100% sales price to list price ratio. That means sellers are getting what they're asking in Vegas because it's a strong seller's market. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there. There's a lot more data to discuss. If you'd like to, please send me a message and I can share more information with you, especially on your particular neighborhood. If you're a homeowner considering selling, I've been mentioning this for the past couple of months. The window of opportunity is slowly closing. This crazy dynamic of buyers versus sellers, where there are so many more buyers out there and so much more demand than we have product available, it's slowly changing. We feel it. We're in the industry. We feel it. And the numbers are supporting this idea that we're going to plateau. So if you're a homeowner considering selling, let's talk about some numbers for your house. You probably have a lot more equity than you thought you did, and the market is still very hot. All right, thanks for watching. See you next month. Paul Benedict signing off.